Down the Barrel Podcast with Jimmy, Dino, and Jared.
Big changes coming to how you buy hunting and fishing license in Minnesota online.
That's right.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
It probably should have been a long time coming.
Well, it is 2026.
It has true. You know, this was supposed to happen a year ago.
Yeah.
And things kept getting delayed. But yeah, the new ELS system is finally
it's
up
an
and
app
running.
on your phone now.
And a website.
I mean, you can still use the website. Yeah.
Which has been completely overhauled as well.
Right.
Much more user-friendly in my opinion.
For sure.
And you can definitely do more things in there.
Yeah, it looked so much nicer. The other one was just kind of cumbersome.
Well, they said the other one was 20 years old, 30 years old? I don't know. It was old. It was from the 90s, kind of like me.
I don't know if it was that old.
Well, definitely earlier than 90s were you.
Well, that was my glory days.
The thing with the old system, right, is you'd go in and be like, I want to buy a license. And you'd have a list of every license available.
Right.
You know, that you'd have to scroll through and find what you want. And with the new website, you can sort by hunting licenses, fishing licenses, trail passes, vehicle permits,
and one
all
thing
of that.
I noticed is they're not in there. All of them aren't in there right now because I couldn't buy my archery license right now. So they must have dates associated with when those become available.
Which they have always done, right? You've never been able to buy your deer license before August, right? But yeah, it's a very good point. You know, you cannot buy most licenses right now because they're not available.
There's just not a whole lot available right now.
Yeah, and then the other thing that I love about the new system is the old one. You know, you'd get in and be like, all right, now it's fall turkey. I need to go buy my fall turkey license. And you got to sift through all of your deer licenses and everything that you already own. You know, I've already purchased these. Well, this one, if you already have that license, it will not show up in your system to be available to buy.
Right. But
I love that.
There's a button in the app to see all your licenses that you currently have.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, which is kind of nice.
It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. So we should mention that it is a free mobile app.
Yes.
Right. For both Android and Apple.
Yes, called the DNR licensing. And
yes.
it's available in the App Store and Google Play.
Right.
Yep.
So this is allowing hunters, trappers, and anglers to purchase all store licenses and validate harvest in the field, which we're going to get into after a bit here.
Yeah.
Are we recording an ad right now?
I know.
I'm just reading stuff.
Did the DNR pay you?
So that way
Are you on the payroll?
I wish. I'm not. No, so it seems the app is really nice.
It is. It is very nice. You know,
And the website kind of coincides with that, obviously.
Yeah. You know, I love it. It's got nice, big, clearly defined buttons, right? Like I'm on this app for a reason. Here are my options. And it's so easy to find.
Yeah. Now I will say just before we started, I downloaded the app and tried to log in, or I did get logged in, and it started out smooth. You know, you do your email, you'd come up with a password, but then I got stuck on this authenticator part, which I'm not that ignorant when it comes to that, but I have an authenticator on my phone. It wasn't working correctly, but there was an option to, I think it said something like not authenticator on your phone. So it gave you another option, and then it just sent me a text message.
Right. And that's what I did too.
So
yeah. Well, and
I can see where that's a little bit different.
Right. You know, and so the first time you log in, right, it's going to give you a full tutorial, right? Which I think we all probably skipped because
I did.
Right. Well, we were part of a lot of the, workshops and planning,
testing,
and all of that for this development along with a bunch of other organizations. So we didn't really need that tutorial, but there is a thing when you first log in. It's like, how do you want to authenticate your login? Mm-hmm. And it gives you options, and you just happen to pick the wrong one.
Yeah, because I have an authenticator, but apparently it's not the correct one on my phone. So then I chose, once I figured out that didn't work, then I chose another option.
Yeah, and I just had
your phone.
Text to verification.
And that's the easiest one too. That's what I did too when I signed up. But I think you need your MNDNR number or driver's license or social security number.
I didn't get an option for the social.
You need social security.
You do.
And
that is, I think, to pull in your already existing data.
So you wouldn't have had to enter it because it would have already been associated with you.
With my driver's license number and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Date of birth and driver's license.
But once you do that, you're in, right?
Yeah, and it had and it verified all your info, had your address, and then another part had your date of birth, height, all that stuff that's in there originally.
It was kind of a sobering moment for me when I first logged into the app and it popped up and said verify all your info, and I had to change that I weighed 160 to
160. Huh, dude? I weighed 160 in fifth grade.
Right?
I never changed any of that
up
info.
that number a bit.
I never changed that info, so that way when the cops ever get me, they're like, "Wow, we're looking for a 160-pound guy." It's like, it ain't me. I'm 220, brother.
Right.
Depends
I'm a fat guy. I don't know who you're looking for.
Depends what convenience store I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But no, it was simple. Once I got into that, had all the info. What I thought was cool is it pulled all my info in the licenses I currently have.
Right. And your
then
full
all the
history.
history.
Yeah.
That was kind of nice too.
Right.
The other part of the app had the history. I guess I didn't look how far it went back. Did you look how far yours went back?
No, I did not. I just looked at the current license that I have.
Okay.
That I had bought previous to the app coming out, and it did show them.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do it right
Well,
now.
it's cool. You know, you can look back at your history of all the licenses you've bought, the harvests you've registered, everything. It's
One thing I did not like about that history, though, is it shows all the internet fees you paid.
Oh,
that's true.
So DNR, please give us a filter to hide those.
I was actually going to say when you said all the harvests that you harvested, it's like,
No.
no.
You don't have any?
I don't. Maybe they don't go back that far.
Yeah, not many, not enough.
So yes. So it's really handy. Obviously, most people nowadays have a smartphone. They have apps. This is just another app, and if you're a hunter or fisherman, it's going to make things way easier, I think.
Yeah. You know, and there is still the paper option.
Right, but we're talking legit paper now.
Printer paper.
There's no more of that plasticky paper. You have to print it yourself, or if you go to a store that still sells license, it's going to be just a plain piece of paper.
Yep.
And a lot of places are stopping selling license now.
I have been to probably at least 4, if not 6 or 7 locations that, you know, have a sign on the door. We will no longer be selling DNR licenses.
Right.
Yeah. And it's just because they don't want to have to, you know, buy a printer and stuff.
Right.
Paper.
So either you're going to have a smartphone, or you're going to have a printer at home.
Yep.
Or you're going to have to find that retailer that actually is going to have a printer and let you use it.
Right. Which I'm sure, you know, the big box stores and everything will.
I would
will do that.
imagine, but
Yeah.
check in before you go. Are you on the way up north here? Check in before you get up here, because your normal retailer may not be selling those licenses anymore.
Yeah, there's a good chance, you know, that local mom and pop general store bait shop next to your deer camp that you've gone to for years may not be your last resort to buy this, right?
Yeah, don't wait till the last minute on this. And I mean, unless you have a smartphone, then you could.
Yeah.
So
if you have service.
If you have service, yes. I see you reading over there, Dean.
When you guys are talking about that, it says non-digital users. Yeah, customers can still buy licenses in person at license agents who can search the accounts using the DNR number or identification with driver's license or whatever.
Right.
And then it talks about new customers can create accounts and everything like that. So I just wonder with those non-digital users, and like we said, you know, if they have to print out the official license or anything, how many places will do that? You know, like we'd stated. So.
Yeah.
Right. And they're going to have just a regular, probably inkjet printer to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just keep in mind, those things like to stop working a lot. So
they do. And then the 8.5 by 11 printer paper is not waterproof.
Exactly.
So have a solution for that.
Mm-hmm. And to the big one, there's no more site tags.
Right. Yeah. So harvest validation and registration. This is from their fact page.
Let's see it. Let's read it.
Physical printed harvest tags will no longer be required. When purchasing a license, hunters, trappers, and anglers will have 2 options for validation. Opt for mobile app licensing, complete mobile app site validation of harvest in the new DNR licensing app, or opt for paper licensing printed at home and complete paper site validation of harvest on plain paper.
Oh, so you can complete it on plain paper. So then what do you do with that, though?
You're still going to have to report it.
Yep, you're still going to have to. Okay, so here we go. Durable harvest tags will no longer be issued, In the app, hunters can validate harvest even while offline or out of service, and can complete registration once reconnected and cell service. Registration must be completed within the required timeline.
So has that not changed the required timeline?
No.
So that's still what, 48 hours?
I know I have a red book on me.
Is it not 24?
I thought it was 48.
I thought it was 48.
I thought it was 48.
But it could be wrong.
I could be wrong, so don't hold us to that.
I think you're right.
Look up in your DNR reg book.
Right. Please, anything you hear today, do not refer back to us because we are not official in any way, manner.
And all that kind of stuff.
Right. Get the app, try it out for yourself.
Yeah. So that's a big change.
Yeah,
It is.
Especially when it comes to, big game.
Yeah. And, any pushback I've heard on this has been about the site registration on your phone where they are geolocating. They're going to know right where you harvested that animal. Right. And there's people that don't love the idea of that.
Well, they don't like Big Brother kind of looking over their shoulder a little bit.
Right.
Which I don't blame them.
No.
But you can deny the app access to your location, right? I mean, when you turn it on, it's going to ask you.
You won't be able to do your site tag without location services.
So,
because it was always or only while using the app.
Right.
Yep.
So I think when we were talking earlier, the only issue we came up with that is like our conservation officers, wardens, getting notifications when somebody's registering these animals.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't see that happening.
And I don't even know if that's a issue with privacy or not.
I don't even know if it's an option they have.
Right.
But you're going to hear all the conspiracy theories.
Right.
As soon as probably November when everybody's buying their things, we're going to hear all kinds of crazy stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, I mean, with the amount of deer that are registered, especially during the firearms deer season,
right?
There's no way that these COs are going to be out there like, Dean Jacobs just registered a deer at this location. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go check Dean out because we know.
Right. So I know we talked about this before, and this is my concern or a concern. In the Western states, they do these check stations.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have them here. At least I haven't seen one.
They've never had them in Minnesota.
So in my mind, as I see it, you used to have tags on your deer. Mm-hmm. You're traveling home or you're traveling through the town and CO drives by or sees you in a parking lot. You have a tag on your deer. Okay, there's a tag on that deer. I'm not going to stop him or I'm not going to go talk to him. But now there's no tag on any deer. And they see us filling up with gas or see us driving downtown or whatever. And I got a deer in the back of the truck and it doesn't have a tag on it. Now they have a reason to pull me over and check it. Make sure I'm registered. Granted, I should be registered because I'm doing everything the legal way.
Right. Mm-hmm. But still, it's inconvenience. If that's the case.
Maybe they'll catch more people breaking the law and not registering at the time. But it's also one of those things to where, in my mind, it gives them a reason to pull you over or to stop.
Or maybe they just won't even anymore because they're going to rely on the digital aspect of it.
I mean, I get it. You do everything legal. You shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Well, and I hear you, and I've heard this from a number of people, right? And I think one, we got to look at our law enforcement in general, but our COs especially, and they're stretched thin, right? They don't have time to just pull over everyone with a deer in their truck,
right?
Or go check on everyone with a deer in their truck that's pumping gas. And I think in this case, the COs understand, the DNR understands that this is a learning curve for everybody. There's going to be some grace given, and some understanding here that, well, I didn't have cell service. It hasn't registered yet, whatever, but it still should have been filled out at the site.
The tag. Yep.
So I don't foresee this being a big problem.
It maybe won't be. Yeah.
And I have talked to a number of folks over at the DNR, that have confirmed, what I'm saying here. They're going to be as reasonable as you are, right? They're out there just doing the job that they've always done. And really, if you don't give them a reason to check in on you, they're not going to check in on you.
And I guess
they've got plenty of other people to check in on.
Yeah, and I guess part of that comes from where before, we'd have a site tag.
Yeah.
I tagged the deer before I took it off the field.
And you feel comfortable then.
Yep. And I'm headed to the processor, and I get there, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you got your registration numbers." Like, oh, shit, I forgot. I got to register it. I filled out the tag and everything, so I'm legal in that aspect because I have 48 hours or 24, whichever it is. We don't know yet.
It
register
probably
it.
is 48.
I'm pretty sure it's 48.
Yeah. But I forgot to do it before I took it in, so then I had to do it right there on my phone.
Right. So now it's like when you get a deer and you want to take it to, let's say, a processor, you have to go on that app and register it. And then are you legal?
You should have to do it just
before
like
you put it on a motor vehicle or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It needs to be quote unquote tagged, right? Which now there is no tag. It's a registration.
Online registration or a paper registration.
Right. And that needs to happen before that animal is loaded onto a vehicle and transported.
Moves from the site.
So it has to be recorded either digitally or in paper on your paper printed out license, I guess you'd say.
Which will still need to be reported online within that time.
Right. You still, I mean, just because it's on the paper, it's not done then.
Right.
But that might cover you if you get pulled over.
Right. And so think about, like we're all used to notching our tags. Right.
Yep.
That makes you legal. But then you still, within that 48 hours, had to get online
to register.
And digitally register.
Report that, right? And then you'd get that harvest registration number that you would then have to transfer onto that site tag that you notched.
Right.
So it's the same thing with that paper tag you're referring to. You can fill it out on the site. That's notching your tag, for lack of a better word.
Yep.
But you still will have to do the online portion to be fully in compliance before you bring it to a process.
Or you can just do it all in the app.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Which honestly should be good. And honestly, obviously you can buy your fishing license on here.
Yep.
Obviously we're more concerned with the hunting aspect of it.
Right.
But you can get your fishing license. You can get your turkey license on here.
All your waterfowl.
Your trail passes.
Yep. Yeah, and before, even with my fishing license, I haven't printed one out in 2 years.
Well, see, I always printed my fishing license out and threw them in my tackle box.
I took a picture of it and had it in my files and stuff on my phone.
So now you're going to have an app that stores that automatically.
I've been old school. I don't like buying them online. I've always gone to a location where they'll print off the paper, or the card that I can actually notch or that I can carry in my pocket. Right. But I'm not against.
Which is funny because you're the youngest person here.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about that stack of tags you have at the end of the year.
Yeah. Like the ones that aren't filled is what bothers me.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I like, come January or whatever, I sit down and I go through my little license holder, you know, and like look at the ones I filled, the ones I didn't fill.
Right. And do you think, like when I do that, I think, okay, turkey, damn, I didn't find time. Fishing, damn, didn't find time. Okay, deer, I always find time for deer, but they're not always filled.
The fishing one is what I always lost.
I always get the fishing one. That is an automatic
and I never
for me,
have it in my pocket. I got because it was always too bulky to fit in the type of wallet I have, so I never had my fishing license on me.
Yeah.
So that's why I took a picture of it on my phone and I put it in my files and I save it so that way I have it. So I was on my phone on me.
Yeah.
So that's why I did that.
Well,
I know guys that print it out, put in their boats, put in their truck.
Right. And now you don't have to do that as long as you have this app.
Yeah.
Right.
You're good.
Right.
Yeah. You just click on, what active licenses I have. You can click right on there, show QR code, and then a CO can just scan
That is kind of cool with that QR code. I was kind of surprised with that.
Yeah. So the COs are going to have to kind of move into the 21st century too.
Well, yeah. And that's the other thing, they're going to have to deal with phones dying as well.
Right.
So
exactly.
There's going to be some grace given on both sides here.
Because when we first heard about this, that was one of the first things that we talked about. My phone's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee COs are going to be carrying charging packs on the
right. My phone's dead. I'm in an area with no service.
Yep.
I wonder how many hunters.
My phone's at the bottom of the lake.
Right.
Because I just threw it in there when I saw you coming.
I have a flip phone, or I have a flip phone. I don't have a smartphone.
Well, then you got the
website, right? Or the paper one. Yeah, you can use a computer,
right?
Type thing. So they're going to hear it all,
right? And I think it's a great move.
I think so too. Well,
It's a great move. And honestly, it might make it easier for some of these younger folks that don't buy these license to buy these license. Because now they get an app. They're familiar with apps.
Well, and the tracking system on it is so much nicer.
Right.
For what licenses you have,
Yes.
what you need to get. And I don't know how many other states are doing this electronic stuff. I mean,
Quite a few.
Yeah. I mean, we're not definitely not the first,
No.
but we're not the last.
Right.
But it's about time.
Yeah. It seems to be a little bit late.
And I know that'll be like, and some people will agree with that and some people won't. I mean, because we just had a meeting yesterday, and a couple of the gentlemen that were in the meeting had no idea this was happening.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And they were, and I apologize ahead of time for some of them, older gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I know he's probably listening, so I'm sorry about that.
Well,
One of them.
Well, here's the thing is the people that don't have any idea that this is happening are the folks that are most likely not active on social media and on their smartphones all the time. And those do tend to be the people that spend the most time outdoors.
Right. Because they have the most time.
Well, and I hate my multiple phones that I have because I have to have a personal and a work phone.
Right.
And I hate them. I am on them as little as I possibly can be. And so now it's a struggle for me to have to be on my phone to do the things that I love to do to get away.
You don't have to be on it. You have to have it with you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Because that was one thing that one of the gentlemen brought up.
You don't,
like
because you can print it out too still.
Because it was like back in the day, you couldn't have your cell phone on you or blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But now you have to have it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, obviously with technology and stuff, I use it even for my compass and mapping, which I think, I don't know, the numbers are, I would say 85, it might be more, 85% of hunters use it for that.
Yeah.
I would say more.
It probably
Everybody
is
has
more.
Onyx.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was out the other day four-wheeling with my nephew, and we came to this spot where we weren't sure if it was public or private. And I was like, I'm going to look it up. And he beat me to Onyx, and he's 13.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Right.
My 5-year-old beats me to stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
It is.
They wanted to watch Toy Story the other day, and I was struggling, like trying to find where I searched to find Toy Story.
Toy.
And, and Hank comes over to me and he grabs the remote and he goes, "Just push this button, Dad." And it went right to Disney Plus. And I was like, I didn't know that fucking button was there.
Yeah. Welcome to my world, buddy.
Yeah. We were down with the folks and Mom's trying to figure out the TV, same thing. And Aiden's like, "Grandma, just give me the remote." And he goes, "Beep, beep, 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 beep." And right there it's like, and she's like, "How'd you do that?" And he goes, "Well, here, I just do this, this, and this." He goes, "You need to write that down."
Right, left, up, up.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Netflix.
Yeah. So, I mean, and with the old guys that don't use their phones or social media like that, obviously, like we said, there's still going to be licensing agencies.
Right. There'll be less of them.
That'll do it. Yeah. So more like your L&M's, your Mills, your Cabela's, your big box stuff.
Right.
Now, like your Holidays, Circle K's,
They might
stations might stop.
Right.
Your balsam stores of the world,
They're doing it.
It's the best store on the planet.
I guess I haven't seen any signs on, well, I guess it's Circle K now. I was going to say
I
Holiday.
haven't been into there.
There's a lot of folks come up. They're raring to go fishing or hunting, and that's their stop. Well, just get the app on your phone. Take care of it.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of surprised people this fall.
Yep. I think so too. Come hunting season.
Right. They'll pull into a spot maybe and be like, they'll be told, "Well, we don't sell them anymore." And then they're going to learn this over, you got to download an app. You got to take care of yourself. And I think it is a convenience to a lot of people.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, like me, I hate going to some of those places to get my license. I mean, the idea of just going to my phone when I'm laying in bed and taking care of everything sounds great.
Well, and the other thing is no offense to some of those license places or people, but they weren't necessarily trained in it.
Right.
So they didn't know the right
And
license.
sometimes you get the wrong ones, right?
And or the system would go down. I've had it to where...
Or the printers would go down.
Yeah, where it's a busy day and the system fails.
Mm-hmm.
And or the printer, or they get you the wrong license.
Right.
So yeah, it might be better for that.
I mean, yeah, it puts any level of error on you, right? If you get the wrong license,
what's your bad?
You picked the wrong license.
I don't have an email.
I don't know how to use a phone.
I will say though, and I do not see the DNR ELS electronic licensing system going in this direction, but I had a real, what are we in the 23rd century now?
Close.
I had a real wake up call with this whole technology business last summer. My wife and I wanted to take our kids on their first camping trip, and we went to, local state park, scenic state park. Mm-hmm. And we checked online, they had a bunch of availability, and we were like, all right, well, let's head up there, look at the campground. We'll pick a site. And Jesus, sorry. And yeah, we'll camp for the weekend. So we drive up there, we pull in, we do the little loop, and we're like, yeah, it looks like a nice site. We go to the visitor center, and we're like, hey, we would like to book this campsite. And they look at me like I'm an alien on a foreign planet. Yeah. And they're like, okay, we can't do that for you.
Right.
I was like, what do you mean? You're the campground host, aren't you? And they're like, well, no. Well, yeah, but I could sell you firewood or a stuffed animal, but you've got to go online and reserve that website. And I was like, you're kidding, right? And they were like, no, we literally cannot sell that campsite here.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, well, I don't have cell phone service here. They're like, well, we can't help you. So we had to turn around and drive back until we got cell phone service, reserve that campsite online, and then drive back to the campground and show them our confirmation.
That's wild.
To be able to camp there. And it was just such a
So you had to do it on the Yodel app?
Rec.gov, I think, or something like that.
For Rec.gov, it might be for the state park. But
yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. But it was just this surreal experience.
Right.
And
welcome to the 21st century, dude.
Right. Yep. And I don't see this becoming that. I hope it doesn't. But I don't.
I think there's going to be some of that.
Yeah.
Obviously in certain areas in the state, because some areas there's zero service. Mm-hmm. And you're going to have some folks. There should be no excuses why they don't have a license.
Right.
But the registering might
have
some complications and hopefully some forgiveness.
There's got to be.
Because I'm sure there's going to be some guys that's like, hey, man, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll do it as soon as I can.
Yeah.
And it may need some education.
Right.
Right.
Especially the older folks.
The one upside is, as we were looking through the app, for sure, is it's got the map on it.
Which is kind of neat.
And now that map has, where'd it go?
It has the bear zones, the deer zones, the turkey zones.
Yeah, apparently I shut off my layers, but it has layers of all the zones. So there shouldn't be any excuse as to not knowing what zone you're in.
Right.
Or anything like that.
Because it'll show your location on there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So you can see what zone you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, it has weather on there. I
guess I didn't get to that far into it.
Well, it's at the bottom. At least you have Apple. I have Android. We should compare them.
Definitely has weather.
Let's see. Let's compare these. All right. Do they look the same?
Oh, God. I hit the wrong button.
Let me see your Apple.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the same.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about weather on the map.
No, at the bottom of the app, there's weather. Yeah. And
mine shows times. Yours doesn't have times.
I don't have times. Where do you got times?
Oh, you do? Oh, so see, yours is.
See, mine's organized better.
No, mine's organized
it's
better.
Definitely better.
No, when was yours updated?
I don't know, Tuesday.
See, mine was right now.
So the buttons on the app are license, passes, and permits. Then we have one for harvest, validation, registration. Then we have one for lotteries. You can check if you entered lotteries like elk or bear, you can check on here. Then there's an inbox. So if DNR needs to send out a message, you can get it there. I got one saying I had applied for the elk hunt, which I'll never get. You can look up regulations and FAQs.
Oh, that's kind of cool. It does show current regulation booklet, PDF.
Right. Mm-hmm. Safety certificates you can access here and show here.
Yeah.
So if you have safety certificates, you can view them here and prove that you have them here, so you don't have to pay the. What'd you say? It was like $5
I used to
or something.
Have to pay $5 for a replacement firearm safety certificate.
And there's
I can just print it.
Right. There's a spouse voucher. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but if you have a spouse, it probably means something.
That's when you buy the joint licenses, like married couple buying a fishing license. A combo.
I suppose you could put her information in there.
Yeah.
I used to do that. Yeah, and then you can change your profile information, but it's a handy, simple little app. Yeah. I think it's a step in the right direction. Mm-hmm. But I think there will be some confusion when it comes to registering and site validations.
Well, I encourage people to get it now.
Absolutely.
Play with it.
Absolutely.
Right. Get to know it. Don't wait until,
get signed
the weekend
up
of firearms opener.
Right. Because there's going to be a million people doing it.
Exactly.
And the system may crash.
That was the other thing I was going to say too is, if you can do the app and also check out the online one, which I haven't logged in online yet because all I did was
on the computer.
Well, that's where we did all the test stuff was
right. I guess they did log into there. Yeah. They have changed it a little bit, not a whole lot.
Yeah. One other thing, because we had Peter Lodermeyer on here recently from Turning Poachers. Yep. Right through the app, there's a button
you
right
can
there.
Call him.
You can also use the online form right through the app to report any poaching or illegal activity that you want to.
Oh, I think what they should add is contacting the CO in your area.
Right.
That would be
helpful because
it would be,
or just
it is hard to get their numbers.
It is extremely hard to contact a CO in your local area.
Yeah.
Right? You have to go through the cities and they relay the message.
Right.
Unless you got them on speed dial like a few of us do.
I used to, but there was a couple times I didn't. And I had to call St. Paul and they relayed the message and then they called me.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So one other change other than or the harvest stuff and whatnot, will I need a trail sticker for my recreational vehicle? So durable trail stickers for off-highway vehicles and snowmobiles
are no longer required.
Will no longer be issued. Rather, trail passes will be issued electronically or printed on a sheet of paper, depending on customer preference. Registration stickers will be provided and must be affixed. Watercraft decals will be printed on durable stock as they are today. So watercraft, you still have to have those because we had said those go through the DMV.
Well, and I think that's partially because for checking boat registrations, a lot of that happens from the shore or from a boat with binoculars, right? Mm-hmm. And so they want to just have that visual verification. Whereas with an ATV or whatever, they don't really care unless you look like you're doing something sketchy or
you get pulled over something else. They're going to double take on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we can take off all of our old stickers on our four-wheelers and stuff.
Right. And considering I just bought a lifetime one, that's really pointless.
And I just bought the 3-year one.
Right. I think for snowmobiles, though, it's a great thing because a lot of guys buy these nice new snowmobiles and they hate putting stickers on them.
Well, and you have to have the certain blocky numbers.
But you don't even have to have those anymore. They changed that. You just have to have the sticker. Well, and now you don't have to even have the sticker.
True.
Yeah.
So now you don't have to have anything. You just better have it on your app if you get asked.
Or paper in the glove box.
Yeah.
So my question is, which it didn't say on here, the watercraft decal. So the watercraft that
number
read the number, but the MNDNR number, does that still apply? That you have to put on your boat?
I would
just that square thing that we.
Well, they took it away from snowmobiles. Why wouldn't they take it away from boats? As long as they got the year on there. But
although it does say registration stickers will be provided, so that would be a registration.
And that number would be on there,
right?
So definitely check that. Don't anything you hear here, verify. Okay,
right. But yeah, that is a good question. I guess I haven't looked at
when it comes to watercraft.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing right now because I just put my new sticker on my boat.
And obviously, you buy a new boat, they're gonna be able to tell you if you need the MN whatever number, and then you have to obviously get your still little sticker.
I just got new numbers that I had to put on my boat.
Right.
Yeah.
So according to this, it does say registration stickers will still be provided and must be affixed. So I'm guessing that one's a registration sticker.
Right. The one with the state on it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then the other one, the decal.
Right. Because those numbers are displayed on your boat, watercraft, and they're also on that sticker.
On that sticker that you replace.
So as far as I understand, nothing's changing there.
On watercraft, yeah.
On watercraft, but you can verify that. Yep. And that may change, just like snowmobiles. They took the numbers away.
Maybe after a few years. Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
Hopefully not too soon because
me too.
I just bought those.
I just put 28 on mine. Literally, like a week ago.
I'd be happy with taking that DNR number off because
those numbers are stupid. And that's why the snowmobile guys hated it. They hated. They get this fancy new machine. They have to put those big ugly numbers, and they took that away. It made it so you only put the sticker, and now they're taking a sticker away.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Which I had just put on a bunch of snowmobiles for last year.
And I guess I didn't look. So are the trail passes cheaper?
I don't think so. I don't think any of this equates to cheaper prices.
No.
Yeah, it never does.
Even though they're saying this will save money, but I don't think it means for us.
Right. Yeah. That's usually how it goes.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's more convenient, but I don't know.
Yeah.
At least to some folks, it will be.
Yep.
The people with flip phones, honestly, it'll be almost the same then, except fewer places will sell them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. And I think honestly, aren't most phones now, even flip phones?
Yes.
Everything's a smartphone now. Right. I don't even think you can get a simple.
Yes. Grandma has a flip phone and it is a smartphone. There's a browser on there.
Yep.
But can it have apps?
Yes.
That's a fair question. I don't know.
So I just recently,
but there's a browser, so you can.
There's an accessibility.
The
right. There's an accessibility app on everybody's phone that you can change to make it simple for elderly people. Bigger apps. And
Are you saying elderly people are simple?
Some of them, even younger people are simple.
Is that what you call people from Kansas? Is elderly?
I'm calling you simple, even though you're not from Kansas. But so it still has the smartphone capabilities and stuff, but it's just limited. So and you can put whatever app you want on there.
Right.
So so pretty much every phone now, at least within the last 4 years, is a smartphone.
But those folks that have a flip phone, they're probably going to L&M or something like that to buy a license and get it printed out on, instead of your waxy paper, it's going to be a regular piece of paper and you're going to put it in a baggie or something.
Yeah. And if you really need to, I'm sure you can fax in your harvest registration to DNR central office.
That was the other question, is a lot of these places still would, you go into a local gas station and you register your deer there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they don't have the licensing stuff. They won't be able to register it there.
Right.
So
they could maybe register it digitally for you, but I don't know if they'll do that.
Yeah, that's the other question. Or some of these big buck contests that's where you would register your deer is there, but
they might just make you do it on your phone.
Right.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of people register it prior to taking it in there anyways and do it that way. But times are changing.
Yeah.
Right? Get
with it. This year, it's going to be a big change.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Although there's ways around it, but get the app. What's it called, Dean?
It is called
MNDNR licensing.
There you go.
So go to your app store or Google Play.
Yep. And just type in MNDNR and it'll
it's the first one that usually pops up. Install it, and then you're going to need a little bit of information about yourself, and then it's going to pull all your stuff in.
Yeah. And your first time, if you've never done it online, you will have to create an account.
Right. So just because you've logged in before on the old system or anything like that, you have to create an account if you've never logged in since June 1st.
Right.
Right.
You have to create an account. That's probably the biggest thing.
And it'll ask you to link your old data.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but there will be people that try to put in their email and password that they maybe used to use.
Yeah.
But
you have
to create a new account.
Right. And then it will pull all of your old data.
Right. Because I made that mistake. It's like, my email, but it didn't pull in my password because it wasn't on the new app. So I had to create an account. So, yeah. Otherwise, be sure to, check out, let's see, what is the DNR's website? I was going to try to pull that up. Online license sales.
Right.
DNR.state.mn. Wow. Yeah.
.us.license.
How about just
online
search for MNDNR and you'll find it.
It'll be your first result.
Right. They're going to have links all over for it, and they're going to have the App Store and the Google Play links.
No.
So just click on one of those and put it on your phone. It's going to be the easiest way to do it.
And if you're on social media, check them out. Follow them every now and then just to make sure, everything's good, because they're going to be sending out a lot of updates and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. And if you're afraid of technology, that's your problem. My dad's 70-some years old, and I guarantee he's going to have this app on his phone.
Take the tinfoil off your head.
Well, and like we said at the start, there is a tutorial right there when you first log in, walks you through kind of how to navigate everything. So yeah, it should be pretty simple, but if you have questions, feel free to reach out to the DNR.
Yeah, the DNR, definitely.
Should we give names and numbers?
Most definitely. And if you do happen to call MDHA, be sure to hit Jared's number. He'll be the one to tell you what to do.
I will be happy to transfer you to the DNR.
So yeah, new app. Get it. You're going to need it if you're a hunter or fisherman or ATVer or horseback rider or skier or pretty much anything outdoors in Minnesota.
Yep. Any recreator.
Right. So download the app.
But the good news is we got a one-stop shop for pretty much all of that.
Right on your phone.
Yeah. You can
it's better and improved than it used to be because it used to be pretty sad.
Seems pretty user-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The one thing that I would love to see that isn't there, but for obvious reasons, is you can't get your federal duck stamp.
Right.
But that's because it's federal.
And another thing I want to say is what's nice for parents is you can link your account to your kid's account. So you could probably access their accounts and get their license.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't tested that yet, so we can't say a lot about it, but I did see in there where you can link your account to a person's account that's under 18. So that is kind of nice instead of trying to remember all their information because I could never remember my kids' social security numbers and all that.
I'm just going to put it on their phone.
Right.
Well, yeah, but still you could do that, but then you could access it from your phone.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get them something.
One thing that I am disappointed that's not on there is MDHA membership.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Well, we're working on that.
Yeah.
We're working on that.
That should be front and center.
Yeah. Right underneath the, turn-in poachers, it should be MDHA membership.
Right.
I think it should be like if you're buying a deer license, MDHA membership add-on.
Yeah.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think that's coming down the pipeline.
Oh, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see.
I'll talk to the programmers.
Right.
Can we hijack the app?
Well, that's one thing actually that we didn't mention.
What's that?
So we talked about how before, you used to have to sift through this entire list of everything you could buy to find what you wanted.
Right.
Now you can sort, I want hunting licenses, I want fishing licenses, trail passes, whatever. But so yeah, let's say you click hunting, you can then sort by species.
Right.
You can click, I want deer hunting, I want bear, I want turkey, I want small game, whatever. And then, it sorts that way. So it makes it really easy to find exactly what you're looking for.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be good.
It's definitely a step in the right direction, but there might be a learning curve for some folks.
Yeah.
And if you struggle with it, there'll be some retailers.
Right.
But just know you're not getting your waterproof tags or license anymore.
Right. But yeah, other than that, it should be pretty self-explanatory. So feel free, or please do download the app, look through it prior to when you plan on going deer hunting. And then as soon as you start feeling comfortable with that, go ahead, close out of that app, go to mndeerhunters.com. And that's where you can sign up for a membership.
Right.
Boom,
or renew a membership.
Right.
Exactly.
Or buy a membership for a friend or a loved one.
Or a child.
Yeah. Or donate.
Or donate. Or just hang out, come to a banquet, take part in our online fundraisers.
I was going to say, you be a member, you get part of our online fundraisers.
And there's some really good ones that only members get access to. So check it out.
Yeah.
So on that note,
it's going to be fun.
Right. Check it out. Get the app. Join MN Deer Hunters.
Yep. Any questions, call the DNR.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, their number's on their website somewhere.
Sure. Look them up. Don't call us.
It's also on the app.
Yeah, it is on the app. There might even be a call button.
Well, there's a contact us.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Call 651-296-6157.
Right. There you go.
You guys made fun of me because I was reading stuff earlier.
No, I think it's great. But when you read it, you sound like an advertisement.
Yeah.
And I sound like somebody that doesn't want to field a bunch of phone calls.
Please don't call us.
You're lucky I didn't give out your number.
Because if you call us, we're just going to try to answer your questions and they might not be right.
Yeah, don't quote us.
Yeah, especially on this.
All right. So check it out.
Yeah.
Do it.
Thanks for listening and have fun out there.
Yeah.
Be
Get the
safe.
fishing.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association has been building our hunting and conservation legacy over the past 40 plus years through habitat, education, advocacy, and legislation in Minnesota for Minnesota.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association and wolf.report proudly sponsor this podcast. However, please note that the opinions, topics, and guests featured may not necessarily align with the views, beliefs, goals, or mission of our sponsors.
Need help and don't know where to turn? First Call for Help 211 connects you to free, confidential support, including dedicated veteran services for housing, food, and mental health, available 24/7. Just dial 211. Help starts with your first call.